Wow. Hey, Prow. Yes, trying to at least. I have not drawn in like 4 months, so I'm trying to do something. So I thought Tikal would be a safe option. How's my audio? Is the music too loud? Is my voice clear enough? Good. I'm glad. How are you going? Yeah, I'm doing alright. Trying to get back into the groove, swing of things. Getting my groove back. It's been an arduous process. Whoa. Hey, Owain. Favorite streamer, thank you. Looking forward to your coming collab stream. Ooh, sounds fancy. Have you got the waiting room set up yet, or? Cool. Sounds good. Look forward to it. Oh, that's the most important part. Hey, Neo Ex Machina. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's been quite a battle trying to get myself to stream again. Like, literally all day for the past 4-5 hours, I've just been staring at my stream setup. So in the end, I just sort of brute forced it and started the stream without any real prep. So it's going alright so far. Oh yeah, well, I figured I should. Tikal's like one of the things I drew the most, so feels a bit remiss to be missing out on the trend. Are you getting Fatal Fury as no K-dash deal breaker? Well, actually, I've been sort of looking at, I've been seeing people playing around with the color palettes, and I'm wondering, maybe I can turn someone into K-dash. But yeah, I haven't really been looking too much into it yet, but I probably will get it at some stage. I saw your open VT. Yeah, you probably saw that on Steam. I keep on and off opening VTube Studio, and like, yeah, I've just been staring at it. Hey, Musical, welcome. Thank you. Yes, it's been a long time. Long time no see for you too. I was gonna get it, but the real life people can't. Yeah. Yeah. Probably get it when deep sale. Yeah. I'll probably get it. I probably will get it like. Actually, does the game have like a story mode? I haven't really actually been looking too much into the actual features of the game, but yeah, I'm always curious about video game, fighting game story modes. So, but I'll probably end up just watching it on YouTube. Ooh, I did briefly see a spoiler for something. I mean, it's been known about with the leaks for a long time, but it was, yeah, I saw the design. Look forward to it. Episodes of Southtown, which are like small campaigns for each character. Ah, cute. Rock and Terry's have the most meat. Yeah, I guess that's to be expected. Oh, hey Shin. Yeah, Tikal. Well, trying. I'm kind of struggling at the moment, actually, but it's looking vaguely coherent. Yeah, hey, welcome. Good idea, actually. Let's see. Hey, Near Fantasy. Welcome. Getting into the groove. Yes, well, trying. Wanted to play through the hard part of EOST, but unfortunately the brute force my way through Janet's counter is no longer holding up. So now I have to learn how to actually play the game. Yeah, that's tough, bro. The Professor Gerald journal is actually very good. I've adjusted a lot of my lore in between time to accommodate some of those findings. With Professor Tori, I haven't really put much thought into her yet, because I've been on an art creativity block for the past 4 months, so when she was revealed, I hadn't really done anything yet, but I'll do something eventually. I've got a... Because of the new timeline and the recent Tales tube, I've got to readjust so much stuff. So I've got to do that at some point once I've got my creativity back. Yeah. Anyways, welcome everyone again. Hope everyone's having a nice day, night, evening. What time is it for most of you? I'm actually streaming a lot later than I usually would, so I don't really know what time it is for people. 10 p.m. Ah. Is that in the morning or in the afternoon? 3:39. Yeah, well, actually, because previously I'd like for me right now it's like 12:40 p.m. In the past, I usually streamed like 4 or 5 hours earlier, usually to appeal to sort of more early viewing. But I actually find comfortable with streaming at this sort of time, and yeah, I thought about that. Like, a lot of people would be staying up, so I might do streams around this sort of time. I'm not really sure. I still don't really know what I'm doing. Oops. Just take things at your own pace and rock out to whatever vibes that carry you. Thank you. I appreciate that. How do you feel on how they wrote Maria in Shadow Generations? I have no qualms about how she's actually written in the game. There are some things that were kind of like just little bits of flavor dialogue that sort of conflicted with previously known information, which is, I guess not a bad thing, but it's just more having to shift perspectives on things, like the whole her not like having previously been on Earth, even though it's always been thought that she, always been on the Ark. But the thing that sort of interfered with some of my ideas the most was the fact that she had a sister. But it's not a big deal. I've since integrated the idea a little bit more. I just sort of, conflicted with some of my Expanse ideas, because in Expanse I've given her a brother, but I'm still maintaining my ideas, but just adjusting to suit new canon information. Well, that does raise a question in and of itself, if Maria is tied to the archaeologists or the scientists when it comes to the family. Yeah, I haven't really put much thought into like Gerald's sons yet. It's something I will have to do at some stage, but that's gonna come with probably like a major rework of my ideas, I think. I think at some stage, once I've sort of gotten back into the groove of things, I'm gonna sit down and just, because like in my Expanse stuff, I've got like this 70-page timeline of everything that there is on, but I'm probably gonna try to start it from scratch and like restructure a lot of things because of how things have shifted a bit, but still tossing around between that and just maintaining things as they are, because I think at a certain point I'm just gonna, you know, fully do my own thing. It's not turning out too bad, actually. I thought it was nice how Ian add more to her character. Instead of girl get shot, they brought up how her disability make her feel and how it affects her and how she keeps fighting. Yeah, the journal added a lot of neat little context to things. It's a nice little read. I actually really like that sort of content where it's like documented information from an in-world perspective. I've always been really into that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm actually liking how this is turning out. I have literally not put pen to tablet in, like, since Christmas, so this is very nerve-wracking for me. Thank you, thank you. What's everyone up to this day, morning, evening, afternoon? Did everyone have a nice Easter time? I'm mostly work through it. I worked just on this Easter Sunday, and then I worked yesterday for the Monday public holiday, so I've got a couple of days off from today, so that's why I'm trying to get some stuff done. But yeah, my Easter time was relatively decent. Don't really do much for it. Yeah, work days today too, and today I had to go to court about something work related, even though it was technically my day off. Oh, okay. At least it wasn't too bad, at least, but court related stuff. That sounds rough. It was alright, certainly funny with how it yeah. Just vibing and scheming up lore and names for characters, cool. Those days off will come in handy. You work pretty hard. Well, not as hard as I'd like to. I hope to regain my previous activity. When before the art block struck, I kind of knew it was coming, because usually the art block comes immediately after like a really good creativity streak. So yeah, it was inevitable, but still, it's the scary part of it is like it's been 4 months since I've been actively drawing and everything, but literally it doesn't feel like much time's passed at all. So I'm kind of like, wow. This year has been moving so quickly already. Can't believe it's already nearly May, Jesus. Amy Rose MMD89, hi, welcome. Nice to see you. I've just been animating. Oh, nice. Oh, it's cool to hear you're still doing all that stuff. I feel that, yeah. Yeah. It's definitely anxiety inducing, but you know, it's probably just more accentuated as well by the fact that I haven't really been doing much. So hopefully once I start drawing and keeping my mind more active, it'll slow down time a little bit, hopefully, maybe. I don't mind keeping this little guy. Right. I heard they brought back Marine the Raccoon in Sonic Speed Battle. I don't really keep up with Sonic Speed Battle, but that's pretty cool if true. Yeah, I played it for a good while. I was like, at the time when it was still rather new, I was like dead set on like just getting at least Shadow and Tikal, and once I got them, I sort of lost the motivation to play anymore because I already got what I wanted. So I've missed out on a lot of stuff, but I do appreciate the designs, like all the fun character inclusions and all the special costumes that the characters get. It's pretty neat. Yeah, it's wild how this year has just flown in. Yeah, don't forget to balance out with doing fun stuff and all else that helps your well-being. Yeah, well, yeah, hopefully. I've got a lot more free time now, I think. Like, I'm still working and everything, but I can focus on some of my activities a bit more freely, I think. So hopefully that'll come with more like I want to do more stuff like this where I just sort of force myself to start up a stream. Like I didn't even expect viewership, so I appreciate everyone that's here watching at the moment. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to put this on just to sort of break the inertia, I guess. Get myself, like, force myself to be active. Like, even now, I'm pretty happy with how this is looking already, because not having to relearn how to draw as much as I usually do when I've had a long art block. Yeah, I might do some, like, besides all the drawing stuff I gotta do, there are a lot of games I want to play as well. I mean, gaming streams haven't really been something I've done much of here on my channel, but at some stage I want to try setting up streaming on Twitch. just, I mean, I prefer YouTube because I like the VOD system, but I know Twitch is good for like more visibility, exposure, and all that. So I might try some gaming streams there at some stage. I've got a few games I want to play. But that is something I'm still thinking on. What am I doing here? My favorite is Sticks, Marine Trip. So you like all the orange and brown ones, which is fair. I love Trip. I've actually got to draw her at some stage again because I've had a lot of ideas that I was playing with, and a lot of things I still got to illustrate. I was actually thinking the same. I use YouTube for the VODs, but Twitch is better for getting seen, so I should set up a more... Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking of as well. Like, it's been on the back of my mind to, like, there's this thing called Restream, I think, where you get to stream on both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. But, I've just got to set aside the time to actually bother reading how to set it up. I'm very, very lazy. If you can work it out and teach me how to do it, then that'd be great. Nice. I look forward to it. One of these days I will break away from this OST. What inspires your art style non-Sonic related? Ooh. Do you mean like what sort of outside influences like with my Sonic stuff, or what sort of inspires like my inspirations for stuff when I'm not drawing Sonic stuff, I guess? That's a good question. I'm not really sure how to answer that one. Let me think. Yeah, because a lot of my like for Sonic stuff, a lot of my inspirations are Sonic-based art styles, I guess. So like a big influence with my art in the early years, I was really inspired by like Jay Axer. His style was really good, like particularly with like my line art and stuff. And body proportions. I was particularly influenced by him. But a lot of Iwakawa's art styles inspire me as well. I like to try it, like even though I've got my sort of unique flair to the way I draw Sonic characters, I still like to maintain some semblance of like a canon look, I guess. But yeah, I don't. If I thought more about it, I probably have a lot of things that did influence my stuff, but off the top of my head, nothing comes to mind. But with non-Sonic stuff, let me see if I can find stuff that One second. How that works. Yeah, so stuff like this. This is like a funky crossover thing that I've sort of got. I work on the side. It's like a Dragon Ball / DC Comics combined universe. So I have, but the major draw of the style is more. I drew a lot of inspiration from like Steven Universe and the way, you know, sort of characters look and stuff like that. This is something I haven't posted anywhere publicly, but I might do at some stage in the future. Somewhat an unrelated topic, but have you heard about the Oh, yeah. My friend Subliminal was shared that with me, and I'm actually very excited. I said not long ago that I really like lore books, like especially from like sort of in-world perspective, like treating it as like actual in-world information. So I'm pretty excited about the ecology book. Are you going to read the Sonic and DC? Yeah, I haven't read it yet. It's been at the back of my mind to do. I've been seeing panels and pages and stuff, but I'll probably read it once it's all out. Probably at this stage. Looks cool though. Oh, hey. Welcome, Sol. I just mentioned you. But yes, trying to be back. So far, so good, I think. It's, been 40 minutes already, jeez. It definitely does feel like time slows down when when trying to do something, like especially with an audience. I feel like I've been here for an eternity already because of the anxiety. What's your favorite Sonic species? Like different. You mean what's my favorite Sonic species? In terms of like canon ones, I actually really do like Echidnas. I do a lot with Echidnas in my stuff, so they're very fun. Yeah, they're. I really like. it's a very niche choice, and it's wholly dependent on my Expanse lore / history. But I'm really into the cuckoos, the battlebird army. Not so much for like the way like Archie and stuff did them. Like that's really cool, but I do something very different with them, and they're actually a really fun species to work with for my things. So that's I guess something different. I feel that, yeah. I'll get there. What did you miss? Not a great deal. I've just been working on this random old thing. Whoops. But yeah, I said I mentioned you because Shadowkuro's brought up the Pokemon Ecology Encyclopedia book, and I mentioned that you shared that with me, so yeah, I'm very excited for that. But yeah, not much going on at the moment, just trying, well, steadily getting back into the groove of things and just sort of, yeah, just sharing some of my anxieties about trying to break this art block. But I'm pretty happy with how things are going so far. Honestly, this is a lot easier than past attempts to draw while in an art block. Because during some of those past art blocks, I've had to completely relearn how to draw. But I guess it's not too bad. I'm actually producing something somewhat coherent. Funniest thing, when I think of you and this VTuber avatar you got, I keep thinking of a Mobian owl. Like, how do you do them, I mean? How do I do them? Like, what do you mean by that? Or do you mean, like, how this avatar was made? Let me just pull up this. Sorry for all the coughing. My throat keeps closing up because of the nerves. I wonder if we'll finally see Diglett's full body structure. Yeah! Well, actually, this whole ecology thing would probably be a good way to sort of expand more on the whole convergent Pokemon thing. So that'd be kind of interesting. As in, when I picture said owl, I think of the way you draw owls. Ah, right. Yeah. I actually really, yeah, I enjoy owls. I've done, like, loosely mentioning via the Battlebird army, for Kurokov, he's one of my favorite characters to work with. And he's an owl, as well as, yeah, so this guy, this particular design, as well as, the Mobian avatar form of Mephiles, which is this guy, also an owl. Yeah, I suppose I do sort of have a way I like to draw owls now that I see them back to back. Actually, that's something I've got to do at some point in the future. Like, I've got to, like, I want to make my own design for a Longclaw. So I'll do that at some stage. Because I've got this thing that I do with her in my stories. So she will require a unique, non-movie, more game-oriented design. I might... yeah. Do that some stage soon. Oops. Stupid little thing. I'd be doing more Sonic stuff, but Sonic Run has consumed me. Yeah, same. Actually. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Cookie Run Kingdom, and just earlier I was doing some more dailies. But I've gotten to a point where, like, I've really run out of content. Like, I'm going through, I'm finishing up the side stories at the moment, but in terms of, like, main story content, I've completely run dry, and I saw that the current Fire Spirit event is, like, going for another 2 weeks, so I'm just sort of logging in just to do basic dailies, and yeah, and it's very, very slow because some of the stuff is, like, taking days and days to complete. Ugh. You know, think when we look at everything you've done that we know of from start to here and now, you do have a strong pull towards echidnas and birds. Yeah. Well, that's it's something I'm really, because, like, with the like, I've always done this thing where I've firmly established the 4 great civilizations. So I've had the Cuckoos established as the 3rd great civilization, and then the Echidnas, of course, being the 4th. But with the recent Tales tube, that's sort of turned everything on its head, because they've shifted around some of the chronology of things, as well as the official timeline. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm probably going to slightly shift things about, but I still want to just maintain doing my own thing. Man, it seems like updates take like a month to get. Yeah. Well, the wedding cake one took a long. Like, I started like in the middle of that, and even though I was like in the middle of that, it still took so long. And now, seeing a new event from start to finish, it's like, wow, these are long. Usually, events and games take like, what, 2 weeks to get through, but wow. Right. Oh, sorry, I'll start doing some of this now. Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's it, kind of drag out. I just want the Sonic event to come back, but still, got a lot to get caught up on since I keep focusing on the other games in Night Kingdom. Even in Towered updates drag on. Yeah, it's fair enough. I've still, yeah, I have been dabbling in the other ones, but yeah, they haven't hooked me as much as Kingdom did. Well, the other games actually require me to actually play the game. Probably should look at Tikal's reference. I'm drawing. I always draw her completely from memory, but like some little details I've probably forgotten about with time, like the patterns on her dress, and like the patterns on her trinkets. Looks okay, I think, but I'll have to double check later. Which is how I might as well be YouTube cutscenes, watch throughs. Yeah, I've thought about that. I mean, I took a gander at the playlist you linked the other day. Sitting through it and actually taking it in is also an investment in itself. Actually, oh, phew. I was worried. A couple of months ago, I was fiddling around with my settings, and I set it so that every single canvas I created would automatically record a time lapse, and that would like create quite a heavy load. So I was worried for a second that I still had it on. 2000. Hi, silent, beautiful Tikal. Thank you, thank you. It's yeah, going well so far. Actually, I've said multiple times already, but I'm happy with how it's turning out already. Considering I haven't drawn in like 4 months, I'm way out of practice. But I'm glad I'm not having to relearn how to draw. Cool, that's cute. Alright, get rid of that. Alright, that only took me like an hour to get a sketch done. Let's see if I'm still able to do this. Hey guys, haven't streamed in a while. Sorry, he's Tikal. Yes. Hey, welcome, DP. Long time no see. But yeah, like with the recent Tikal train, I've been thinking that I probably should do my part. Like, even though I don't really have a great deal of ideas, so just drawing a Tikal, no matter. You know, she's not doing anything interesting, but I'll try to make it cute enough, I guess. Wow, I'm really struggling with this line art. Try this. You know what? I'm just going to brute force it. More Tikal content, please. I don't. I mean, yeah, I agree, of course, but she's been getting plentiful content. So, well, I mean, from fans. I would, yes, definitely more content in canon, though. Please. I've really forgot. Actually, this part is proving where I've forgotten how to draw. I'm just trying not to think too hard about it and just do it. I think this looks great so far. I've been thinking the sudden surge of attention Tikal has been getting. Yeah. It's been pretty cool. It's been nice. It's hard to avoid. Like, even though I don't pay attention to, like, social media, like, a lot of art's been shared in, like, the servers I'm in, so it's been cool. It's been nice. Definitely. I agree. I like this song. I kind of want to put it on loop because it's how I feel just brute forcing my line art. What made me fall in love with Tikal? That's a loaded question. God, I actually don't know. It's been that long already that, yeah. Yes, I just thought she was, like, way back, like, obviously nowadays my favorite character is Shadow the Hedgehog, but way back when, like when I was a kid playing Sonic 3, Knuckles was my absolute favorite character. So when Adventure 1 came out, like I was really fascinated that they were expanding on his history a lot more, and like how he actually this coincidentally harkening back to the earlier discussion about the Echidnas, that was really interesting to me, how they, just created this whole history for them. So the introduction of this girl from the past, who was of the same like lineage was like really fascinating to me. I really liked her character. So I guess more from a lore brain perspective, she was really interesting to me in that regard. But as a character, she's really sweet. I always like this sort of character that's kind of spunky, kind of really kind-hearted, but really fun to work with. Like beyond surface level knowledge of the character. Like she's got this whole backstory with her, like the events of the Chaos Flood, and that's really fascinating, as well as all the Chaos Emerald, Master Emerald lore too. Good stuff. But yeah, like way back when, like Shadow X Tikal is like my main ship, but way before that, I was pretty into Knuckles X Tikal, but that sort of wore off. I used to ship Knuckles and Tikal and Shadow and Rouge, but then at some point my third eye opened and those ships got swapped over. So Knuckles and Rouge and Shadow and Tikal. This is actually turning out pretty good. I'm actually liking how the line art's looking. It's probably gonna look like crap once I take away the sketch, but whatever. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Lineart, I have a complicated relationship with Lineart. Like I've always like it's. I consider it simultaneously the easiest and most fun to do, but also the most mentally taxing and difficult to sort of commit to actually doing it. Because like once I start, it's like fine, I can get a nice look, but then after a while I sort of get a bit bored and just sort of rush things a little bit. But yeah, it's my favorite step, but also the one I dread the most. But once I get started, it's fine. It's fine. Honestly, envy it because I struggle with it so much. But your line arts are really good though. Yeah. And especially since you have to do like a lot of animating stuff too, like you've got a lot to consider. Your lineup blows mine out of the water while you are basically having to redraw the whole picture, so it makes sense. Yeah. Well, this is actually, I've rushed into this one more than what I usually do. Like, usually with a line art, before I do the line art, I do at least 3 sketches, but I've only done 2. So I did the initial sketch, and then I did a quick refined sketch. Usually I would do another one after that, just to be on the extra safe side, but I'm just rushing. Well, yeah, it's not too bad, actually. Yeah, cool. Something that I did pick up at one stage, like when I was really active last year, when I was doing a lot of line art practice, I sort of employed not closing my lines, and that really helped with the mental process of it all. But after a while, I sort of picked up my habit again of like doing fully closed lines, and that again like slowed down my process because it really stirs up the perfectionist in me. So like I'd have to make sure everything looks, you know, really clean, as clean as I can, but in the same right, it makes things look a bit too rigid. So I'm trying to employ that again, where I'm not really too fussed about my line work, just so long as it looks decent enough. There's our ghost trail, yes. That brings that out of me as well. Yes, too relatable. Something to think about doing is increasing the size of my No, I think that's fine. I was thinking about resizing the screen, like my canvas on the screen, because usually when I draw zoomed out. I don't draw zoomed in. So that means that when I'm drawing like this, you guys are seeing a rather small small image in progress. So I might. Oh yeah. I was literally just talking about this. Like what I don't do. I don't bother zooming in, but I probably should like zoom in the actual stream overlay just so that people can see a bit closer. Because I think it's normal to zoom in really close for a line art, but I just don't do it. Yeah, so it's probably not too much. It's probably a normal amount that you're zooming in for. You're braver than I. You still need to stream at some point, Sol. Do you think with the surge of attention Tikal and by extension Sonic Adventure has been getting, is now the right time for Dr. Eggman to make a third egg carrier? Yes! Absolutely. Yeah. Way back when I used to be more rigid with my line art, I would be like really close. Like, actually, when I started, when I first started doing line art, I was working off Sonic Adventure, Uikawa style Sonic Adventure renders, like rendering style. So I would do the line art very meticulously with a what do you call this? I don't know. The selection tool, and like, you know, just map it out one like point by point, and then like go all like, well, so what I do is like I go really well with the old program I did. It was point by point, but for the sake of this, this is how I did my line arts. And then bucket fill. That's not too bad actually. That's actually pretty fun. But that's basically how I did my line arts way back when, and it was a very tedious process. I could probably do that again like this, like, because that's actually really fun. I draw on my phone, so zoomed in is my default. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've got one of those funky Samsung Fold phones. Yeah, I got it primarily because I wanted to draw with it. But it was fun for a while, but the gimmick kind of wore off. I'm not much of a tablet person, but I like the idea of having a bigger screen surface to work with. But yeah, I don't do that much now. I first did line art in MS Paint with a mouse. Oh yeah. I did a lot of that back in the day. Like, because I come from a spriting / pixel art background, so I used to do a lot of MS Paint work and did a lot of drawings like with mouse on Paint. So yeah, I can relate to that. A lot of pixel work. That's something I want to do at some point though. Like not last year, the year before, I got pretty back into spriting. Like, spriting is like something I did like 20 odd years ago, and I had a good run with that, but then I sort of lost the drive. I'd like to get back into it again. You know, a mix of Pokemon and some of my Sonic sprites again. I am too poor for a tablet and a computer, but we will see one day. One day. It's cool though that you can draw with your phone. I don't have the patience for it. I wish I could, because I like the idea of being able to draw like on the fly anywhere, but yeah, I just can't if I don't have like a proper surface. I didn't know drawing tablets existed, so I thought that was the only way it could be done. Yeah. That's a bit unfortunate. But yeah. It took me a long time to get a I've got a Cintiq now. I got this a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, and this is my first screen display tablet. Before that, I've been working off one of those small dinky ones that remotely draw onto the screen, like rather than directly onto it. So yeah, it took me a long time to finally advance to the modern age. Anchor points was a lifestyle for me until I got a tablet. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I actually do envy, that you can do all these sketches and drawings like while you're out and about, like at work and stuff, because I have tried drawing while I've been at work, but it's not comfortable for me, especially when there's people around. You get used to it after a while. I started out making Sonic sprites at MS Paint on a shitty school laptop. Nice. That's honestly a really good way to start. That's actually, well, I mean, I didn't get into like Sonic drawing like actively until like 2012. That's, well, before 2012 I was more predominantly a spriter, and I did drawing as like a side thing. But then from 2012 onwards, I sort of stepped down from spriting as my main focus, and drawing became my thing. And I find that the experience having focused on spriting for so long was like pretty good. It was good for a design sense, because since you're working with such a small little base, you get an idea for what looks good. if something that is too busy can't fit into a small sprite, it's probably, you know, a bit too complex for a good design. But I've sort of learned how to create decent designs, you know, that look good in presentation if they could be translated into a small sprite. And yeah, that's a very useful bit of knowledge that I took from that time. Lineart is taking a lot longer than what I normally do, well, what I used to do, so this is high evidence of my lack of ability the past few months, but still happy with how it's turning out. Man, time is going slow. It's only been an hour and 20, and it feels like I've been on display for so much longer. This is actually really cool because it's slowing down my perceptions a lot, which is something I appreciate. Well, gotta go to work. Great to see you draw silent. Thank you. I'll see you next time, Tikal. Thanks for popping by. Oops. 1 second. What? Okay, I'm back. It's actually looking really cute. I like it. These rings are always the hardest part. Probably a bit too bulky, but whatever, I don't really care. Oops. I hope Tikal's in Sonic Cross Worlds. Please. Cute. Okay, I like how the dress has turned out. The dress is always like one of the most nerve-wracking parts of it because of all the patterns and the tassely bits. Looks okay. Looks good. I was gonna say it, better refrained. Why? I think this is good. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so don't hype it up, and then she'll absolutely be in the game. Shadowcurious. Gonna call it a night myself. Taking a great cam, and good to see you back in action. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by and watching. So, I'm gonna try to stream a bit more now that I've sort of gotten a taste for it again. Hopefully, I can, you know, dedicate some time on my odd days off. But yeah, thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, I'll probably try to stream again tomorrow, maybe. Like, but yeah, I'll try to, because I'm just doing it whenever. I actually didn't expect anyone to sort of show up today, because I kind of just wanted to do a practice stream and, you know, just do things at my own pace without really talking. But it's been nice that people have been here and watching. It's getting me back into the groove of things, and it's been nice just interacting with you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna try to. Well, it's something I've said a lot in past streams, that I wanted to just use streaming as like a tool just for more my proactivity, but I ended up not doing that. So like I was gonna say that I'd like to stream a bit earlier than like what I'm doing at the moment, but I'm probably just gonna stream whenever, wherever. Because I'm just don't really have much structure. Cute. Yeah, thank you. Good to see you too. Epic Tikal, thank you. Something I will never get myself to learn how to draw properly are the hands. I just draw literally whatever vaguely looks like hands and fingers, and I just leave it at that. But Tikal cookie when? Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Actually, that'd be a fun idea. Maybe when I get around to drawing. Finally getting around to drawing cookie stuff, I'll give that a try. Yeah, not too bad so far. I actually really like it. Yeah, cool. Nice. Lineart's turning out decent. You could plan out some fun interactions with your favorites. Yeah. I don't really have a great deal of favorites. Like, I've got a few that I'm particularly keen on, but only very, very select few that you're already aware of. Actually, probably not next stream, but in a coming stream, I might draw some cookie stuff just for a change of pace. That'd be kind of fun. For the record, I will never not draw Tikal with blob feet. Blobs or nothing. Okay. People want Gripper's side? No. I refuse. But yeah, actually like how this turned out. I mean, I obviously I've rushed things a bit towards the end, but you know, whatever. I always liked, with my line arts, I always like to at least make sure that, you know, it looks decent enough without color, like before I actually color it. But, you know, sometimes I just get lazy. Thank you. I have really no idea what I'm all about with colors nowadays. I'm probably just gonna whack something on and see how it goes. Oh, 1 second. Also, at the moment I'm doing like fine detailing, but this is like one of the areas where I probably really should be zooming in, but I'm still just working zoomed out like a madman. Oops. What would Tikal's card be? A Master Emerald or Chaos? Both. Like a Chaos car with a Master Emerald engine or something. That'd be kind of cool. Actually, another big reason why I like to just draw zoomed out like this is because I like to have an idea of like how it's gonna look, you know, inevitably. Because like, of course, when I when I've finished it and I've touched it up and everything like that, it's going to be resized down, so it's only no one's going to zoom into the art. So I like to see how it looks, just as is, you know, as I'm working on it. Actually, now that I think about it, this is kind of similar to what I was talking about before with like sprite design. Like I usually with that, it's like usually I have to get a full view of how it looks all the time. So it's I kind of draw the way I used to sprite. Ah, why not? I've been sidetracked and all over the place today. Why is that? Don't be sidetracked. I'm not one to talk. I've been sidetracked for like 4 months. Constantly in streams and or watching something else. Oh yeah, that makes sense. I actually should watch more streams, honestly. I like, man, I'd just sort of branch out a bit and sort of, you know, get more involved with like the whole streaming thing. But that's another thing, like what I was saying before about trying to get into Twitch. I don't think there's much of a community on YouTube for this sort of thing. Hello, Silent. Hey, Dreams Blue Flyer. Long time no see. Thanks for popping in. I have like 4 pics I need to ink and to get details for at least 3 more. Yeah, that's relatable. Cuddlebugs, hi, welcome. Yeah, long time no see. How are you? I am good. I'm good at the moment. Got a couple of days off work, so just taking it easy after working through the Easter. Yeah, since it's a long time coming, but I've forced myself to stream something because I haven't drawn in like so many months. So it's been a good exercise so far. A lot more painless than I thought it would be. I honestly thought I would be sort of streaming to myself and like floundering around, like struggling to draw, but nah, I'm actually happy with how things turned out. But yeah, how have you been? How are you? And how's everyone else as well, actually? Bro, your art is so good. Thank you. Sonic characters have always been hard for me to draw. Yeah. on the flip side of things, it's like it's something I excel at, but not so great at other things. I mean, I'm all right at drawing like cartoon humans, but yeah, you know, that's also more to apply to my Sonic stuff as well, anyways. Do I have any tips? Honestly, the best way to, like, if you're just starting off, the best way to start learning is to, like, copy existing official art, I would say. That's how I learned. Like, just studying, like, the Iwakawa adventure renders and stuff. I mean, compared to back when I was learning, there's been a lot more 2D illustrated official media. So, yeah, plethora of content to sort of look to for inspiration, but more or less just take what looks appealing to you and you know, copy it so you get an idea. That way that while you're drawing it, you sort of learn the intricacies of the style. Drawing Sonic is just muscle memory for me at this point. Same. Like I said that I'm like right now I've been drawing Tikal from memory. I can draw most characters from memory, I would say. I would actually like to do that as an experiment sometime, just drawing like official cast characters and just drawing them purely from memory. I've drawn Tikal a lot, so I know her design through and through. Same with Shadow. I'm not... I mean, Sonic's a very simple design, but I'm not very good at drawing Sonic. Like, I've always said that Shadow's a lot easier to draw than Sonic because he's got a lot of details that you can use to cover up the imperfections, but with Sonic, since he has to look a certain way, there's a higher margin of error, in my opinion. He truly is. What you see is what you get. Yeah, that's a good one. Who's your favorite Sonic characters? Okay, so my top 3 characters are Shadow, Tikal, and Emerald. They're my top 3 favorites. Mostly because they, like, I mean, with my stuff, my favorite eras to work with are the Space Colony Arc era from 50 years ago, the Echidna era from 4,000 years ago, and then with Emerald, he has like an overlap of both those things. I mean, you know, with regards to certain lore points. So he's really fun. Emerald is very underrated. It was very cool to see him in the Dark Beginning short. Would definitely love to see him explored more. I was actually, yeah, that's a big thing for me at the moment. With the recent official timeline of the Sonic series, they've like very specifically pinpointed Emerald's origin to 2,000 years ago, when previously it was, you know, considered that he existed during the time of the Echidnas, which is like 4,000 years ago. So that sort of threw a wrench into some of my ideas that I'll probably have to rectify at some point. But yeah, I mean, he has been getting a bit of attention recently, so it'd be interesting to see if he shows up more, maybe in Crossworlds. Alright, I think that's okay. I think I might start to Emerald is also among my favorites. I sincerely hope they're gearing up for him in a new game or something. Yeah, it'd be really cool if they do something. Would not be surprised if he does at some stage in the near future. I feel like they've been ramping up pretty heavily, like with all their lore unification stuff. So it's, yeah, definitely heading into that area, I reckon. Which is, it's great as a consumer, but it's just more and more endangering my own ideas. So I think I might start collaring her. Oops. What program are you using to draw? I'm using Clip Studio Paint. It's I yeah, it's something I've only been using the past. I mean, I've used it in the past, like a few years ago. Like, well, actually, now that I think about it, it's like 10 years ago now. But primarily I use Paint Tool Sci, but it was only when I got my Cintiq, which is I mentioned was maybe 2 years ago. I've been using Clip Studio Paint more predominantly because it's more compatible with the Cintiq. But yeah, I'm still learning stuff. I mean, actually, I'm lying. I don't learn stuff because, you know, CSP has like a variety of different tool options to tinker with, but I only ever work with the defaults. So I probably should. I really need to break that habit one day. But yeah, that's what I'm using. Yeah, CSP is good, but Sci is also a good program. It's actually a good program for like learning because it's very simple. CSP has got a lot of features that Sci does not have, but I think Sci is probably more accessible for general use drawing. I actually would like to try it out sometime. Actually, there's a lot of like old projects that are program locked that I've not looked at in a while because they're only openable with the Sci extension. But yeah, they're kind of in limbo because I have not used Sci in ages. Procreate. Okay. Yeah, I've never used Procreate before, but I know some people who do use it. Apparently it's really nice. Got a lot of neat features. Still streaming. Hey, B-Man. Yes, yeah, well, oh Jesus, it's nearly been 2 hours already. God, I say that it's been 2 hours already, but it feels like it's been an eternity. I've been streaming already because it's so anxiety-inducing that time is going a lot slower. It feels like I've been streaming for a lot longer than I actually have been. But yeah. I forced my. Actually, I didn't even think about it. I didn't pre-prepare. Like I didn't schedule it or advertise or anything. I just started the stream on an absolute whim. Well, I say that, but I've been staring at my stuff for like a couple of hours before I finally forced myself to. But I definitely just needed to force myself to do it. I'm only using Krita. Ah, yeah. I didn't notice, but your VTuber stream. Yeah, it's the same with Owen. Owen like was seeing me on Steam with VTube Studio. I mean, it's like 2 p.m. now, but I've had VTube Studio. I keep opening and closing it since like 8 a.m. So it's been a few hours like looking at it before I finally actually started streaming. You sound a lot more comfortable than you did at the start of the stream, so that's good. Yeah, no, it's actually it's been fun. So thank you all for coming in and watching. Like I said, I did not expect anyone to show up, so it's been nice. A lot of mods, yeah. Like I have a lot of different friends from different communities that don't know each other, so I don't think any of you mods know each other at all, except well, B-Man and Moo. You guys know each other. Right. Just want to get this closed off here. Yeah, yeah, Arkansas do. Yeah. Just warm up drawings with Tikal. Yeah. Like I don't have ideas at the moment, but like with Tikal recently had like a trend of fan arts recently, so I figured I really should at least contribute something. Yeah, and also she's really easy to draw. Like I've drawn this one from memory, so it's like she's something that's easy to draw, not too stressful. Played too many games today. What games? More Wild Assault? More Fortnite? Yeah, I love her character design too. I like her palette. Like she's got like a lot of different colors. Like her dress has like a green, cream, and pink on her design, and like her main body is like whites, oranges, and blues and gold. A lot of different colors, but it doesn't look bad. Doesn't like conflict too much in the overall design, which I like. Very pretty. Now Fortnite Victory Royale. Yeah. Also, the main reason why about the Tikal group I mentioned earlier is that I'm just too busy to do stuff like that. Yeah, understandable. Think she'll ever show in the movies? I don't know. Because her father appeared in the Knuckle series, and he was very, very different to in canon. So, it'd be interesting if she shows up, but. She gotta win a wheel roll for that. Yeah. Is she holding an egg? No, well, actually, when I was sketching her out, Owain suggested I draw the silly little YouTube emoji, and then I turned it into a chow. So she's holding a chow fruit just because of that. I probably should make it a bit bigger, but yeah, it's just a ball. So it's like a... Yeah, that little blue emoji. Yeah, cute. Yeah, I probably should line art it actually. At this rate, if they do a movie Tikal, she's going to be a bowling champion or something. That'd be funny. It'd be cool if she does show up. Like, even if she's like completely different, it'd still be really fun. Like, I like alternate takes on Tikal. let's see here. Streams. Hey, Flame. Welcome. Or they'll slide in her role as tied to Iblis or something. That'd also be interesting. Like if they elaborate more on the whole Flames of Disaster thing. That'd be cool. Actually, that'd be funny. Like if they like when Iblis was first revealed, like people theorized that it would be like an antithesis to Chaos, but that didn't end up panning out. So it'd be cool if they play around with that again, maybe the whole fire and water thing. An AU where Waitress Tikal is canon. Yeah. Technically canon, since it's got a whole storyline attached to it, like the whole Phantom Ruby alternate universe illusion dimension. So it's still canon. Still canon. Please ban that guy. Alright. Sorry, Flame, you gotta go. Just kidding. Right. Start coloring. That's something I probably should be doing, actually, is like working on a darker background. I always work on plain white, even though it's probably not good for my eyes and the general composition, but... Oh, oh, lag. Sorry. Something I was going to mention before as well, like, I've become really lax with, like, if you zoom in, it looks like crap. There's, like notches and shit all over the place. But, yeah, very, very not refined, very unclean, because I don't really care, because it's going to be zoomed out anyways when I finish tidying it up and resizing it for posting. But, a long time ago, I used to work at like 100% ratio. So this, like if it was this size, which is like 40% right now, I would be literally drawing at this ratio. It was good for concentration and focus because I'd be like refining everything as I go along, but it was bad for perfectionism because it takes so long to do things. My eyes in pitch darkness, comic styles. Oh no. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, cut corners. Well, actually, yeah, it is good for cutting corners because it does mean that drawings like this come about faster and without care. I mean, I still get really wound up with perfectionism because, like, that's how a lot of my art blocks happen, because I, get too bogged down in, like, things not turning out the way I want them to, but, when you just do it, it's fine. Funny, another art streamer said the same thing. Really? Interesting. Better than 2 things a year. Well, actually, yeah. I'm always really like whenever people do those end of year things, like posting up or showing off one thing they've done in each month. I can usually only fill in like 4 or 5 of those months on one of those charts. So it's obviously I've already failed this year, but it's a pipe dream to one day be able to at least draw one thing a month. Oh, I'm so bad. Yeah, Nah, that's never gonna be me. It's a pipe dream. One thing a season, yeah, that's probably manageable. Like one thing every 3 months, or actually no, one thing every 4 months. Oh, actually, if it's one thing every 4 months, maybe I could still make it for this year. Oh god. Maybe. Yeah. You can do it. I believe in you. How long is a Fortnite season? Yeah, realistic goals. Yeah. Actually, one day, one day I'll successfully fill out a chart. "10 weeks? Oh, that's too short." I could never fill in that piece of art in that time. Pretty. Web fishing. Oh yeah. I've still got that installed. Still waiting for the time. Maybe I could stream that. That'd be chill. Just very no brain. Does it have a story mode or anything? Web fishing, or is it just fishing? Most chill before sleeps. That sounds nice. Aw. That sucks. Oh well. Maybe in web fishing too. Oh really? He can draw in it. Interesting. Wait. How do you draw in web fishing? Like, what are you using? Oops. I probably should be magic tooling and bucket filling, but feeling kind of brutish today. just crayoning everything in. Chalk on ground. Nice. Oops. Blob feet. Supremacy. I will never draw her with toes, unfortunately. Yes, dark spine Tikal. That's a funny idea. Yeah, she was in Sonic Runners, and she's in Sonic Speed Battle. I think they might be the only two games she's in. I'm assuming she's in Sonic Dash as well. I've never played that one, but yeah, she was in Sonic Runners, which was really cool because she hadn't shown up in anything in a while. And then, yeah, of course, it was nice if she was in Speed Battle. Yeah, well, yeah, I was talking about that earlier because, like, I played it when the game came out, and I was eagerly waiting for Tikal to be added, and I played up until I finally got her, and then once I finally got her, I stopped playing because I had everything I wanted. So, oh yeah, I reckon she'd probably be in Rumble. That'd be interesting if she does, and I'm assuming they're going to try to fit in as much stuff as they can into that. That'd be fun. Maybe I'll play if that's the case. Cool. $15 more Zavox, 0 infinite. Watch what you say. We've got big Infinite fans here. I wouldn't say he's popular. I'd say he's just, you know, shoved down everyone's throats. I like Zavok though. I love the Zeddy. I love Lost Tech stuff, since I work a lot with that species in my stuff. Yeah, I suppose that'd also count towards the earlier question about my favorite Sonic species. I like the Zeddy. Oops. Great value, Bowser. And before he makes it in Sonic 4, yeah. That one meme becoming reality where he's played by The Rock. That'd be funny. I would actually like that. Oh, really? Oh, cool. I bought the stupid gigantic Zombom plushie. How big is it? I didn't know they actually made one of those. That's funny. If Infinite has 100 fans, I'm one of the... And if Infinite has one fan, that's me. If Infinite has no fans, I'm dead. The Zombom is actually too big. I don't know where to put him. Like... Roughly, how big would you say it is? Like a meter tall, or I've got one of those life-sized Sonic dolls, and that thing takes up too much space as well. Right, got all the flats done. Let's see. I have Sonic's head. Oh no. Just his head? I have no idea what I'm doing for coloring, but I'm just gonna do my normal lazy style, which is throwing on an overlay. He's about 40 centimeters tall. I just measured. Oh, okay. 40 centimeters. That's... Oh, yeah. Not too bad. Okay. Pads his height. Interesting. Still envious about the Dodonpa plush. That's really cool. Keen to see that guy in Crossworld. Actually don't have any place to store him. He is currently sitting on my desk chair like a human toddler. Nice. Paints a very vivid image. Oh, crap. Oops. Trust me, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I could turn it. I could edit into that actually. Juggling the Chaos Emeralds. Oh, whoops. I didn't complete the lines on here. Okay, good. Cute. Okay, I like how that looks. Ooh, I actually like how this turned out. Still got some more stuff to do on it, but so far it's looking really good. Might just... Next stage is... Thanks. Colors. I don't put much time into colors at all. Usually I just sort of slap it on and like I do an overlay layer for the lighting, and then I do a shading layer, and then I do some highlights. But then the next stage is like I've merged them all at the moment, and I'm gonna start like tidying it up from here on. So it's not like a lot of fluffing around here. I'm sorry, silly emoji chow. He's still off screen. I'll bring him back eventually. Oh, I just like to know how it's gonna look like eventually when pressing it up. So I limit the canvas. Yeah, almost. I'm just doing some rough brush ups. So I'm actually, well, surprised that, I mean, it felt like it was taking longer than my normal art, because like, I mean, 3 hours on a piece like this is pretty standard, I'd say, but considering the line art and the sketch took so long, I thought it would, I'd be running those for ages, but no, it actually yeah, did this in good time. Yeah. I've been working on this since the start of the stream, so I started this today. I pass out soon. Yeah, what time is it now? What time is it actually for everybody? I'm kind of curious. I take 3 days to get something like this done. Oh. Just my advice is to just not think about it. Because it's gonna look fine in the end anyway, so like just get it out there and then you can fix it up afterwards. Midnight. So it's pretty late, so I'm gonna keep this in mind. So for 3 PM for me, it's like midnight for a lot of people. That's good to know. Yeah, that's all right. After I brush up on this a bit, then I might probably end stream, because it's yeah, I was gonna go until like 3 hours, but this has only taken me 2.5. So yeah, no, it's been good. It's been a really good stream. Thank you all. 2-ish PM for me. You're an hour behind me. You finished like 3 or 4 within one stream session before. Yeah, probably like that. That was probably my sketches stream, because during those streams I sketched like 7 characters in a single sitting. Usually I don't go more than 4-hour streams, but yeah, 3 hours is like average for a fully rendered piece like this. I was just wondering what happened to you. Yeah, I've been off the grid for like 4 months. So I'm brute forcing trying to get back into the swing of things. But I'm still around. I'm still healthy. Still alive. Just, yeah. Had to get through some stuff. No worries. Thanks for popping in, D-Man. Yeah, I'm gonna try streaming some more, like, after today, so yeah, you'll be seeing more of me. It's definitely helped break the inertia a little bit, because I've been at a standstill for so long, but at least just, I was expecting to only be streaming for like an hour before I gave up, but I've managed to stick it through. Much thanks to all of you. So yeah, have a good night. Yeah, that being said, I might probably end it there as well. I've finished this as much as I can, so I'm gonna spend a good amount of time on this, just touching it up before I post it up, and then probably think up some way to do some presentation. But yeah, thanks for popping in, everyone. Hope it wasn't too awkward. you'll be seeing me around a bit more, so yeah. Until next time. Thank you.